Welcome back to This Side of 40. This is your girl Lou, and this is a video on panning realizations. So let's get into it. Amanda F. has these panning realization videos, and she's the one who inspired me to do this. I like her panning realizations because she's an older panner. She's been doing it for a lot longer than I have, and I'm so brand new at this. So I want to share with you from a newbie side some panning realizations. So this month, what I've noticed is I go through certain products a lot sooner. Foundation, lotions, perfume. I'm using more perfume than I thought I did in a month. Products that I'm not going through as fast is eyeshadow, liquid liners, lipsticks, highlight, blush, and nail polish. Now, products that I feel like I'm doing pretty good on are lip liners and lip liners, eyeliners, any pencil form item I'm usually pretty good at. So let's get into it about the products that I feel like I did really good with. I did a whole thing of Neutrogena foundation in a month, and they're not really big. They're only like a couple of ounces, and I actually have the container here because I have my empties close by so that I could have this discussion with you ladies. And the Neutrogena is 1 fluid ounce. And I went through that in a month. That didn't take long. Setting sprays, there are 4 ounces. The ones I use, my favorite one, I go through those pretty quickly. It takes me about a month and a half to get through a setting spray. Eyeshadows, I can honestly say there's certain shades that I can get through pretty quick. Other shades that takes me a long time. I am a colorful eyeshadow girl, so when it comes to eyeshadows, I'm usually pretty on the mark with them. As far as mascara, I can go through a mascara, and this sounds really silly, and I thought about this. It takes me about a month and a half to use a full tube of mascara, and I prefer minis. So I don't know if they dry out faster with the full tube, because a full tube I can go through in like a month and a half. A mini, it takes me anywhere from 2 to 3 months, maybe because I'm not getting as much air in them. So that to me is really great. Now, concealer, if I get a concealer in a tube, it takes me like a month, almost 2 months to use a concealer in a tube. However, like the concealer sticks, I can go through those like in 3 weeks. So, and the product's thicker, so I'm trying to figure out if it's just I'm using too much of this, or I feel like I need to use more or whatever. Now this is 0.07 ounces here, and this is 0.25 fluid ounces. So basically this is equal to like almost 3 of these. So that explains a lot. However, I can honestly say I prefer the one in the tube because I'm able to distribute it more and blend it in better. Then as far as eyeshadows go, what I am learning is I cannot just use one eyeshadow palette at a time, because I can get a look out of one. However, sometimes you always need like a darker color, a deeper color, or whatever. So for the last couple of days, because I've had an issue with one of the palettes I was using, I tried to use this B palette, which I've been loving. This color right here is a perfect transition shade for me. I love this purple and this lavender here. As you can see, I am enjoying Hopeful as well. Able, I like a lot. And I just got into Charming and starting to use Charming. But Optimistic, that shade here, Optimistic, it seems like every eyeshadow company makes a shade kind of close to Optimistic. For chocolate, for me and my chocolate, it doesn't work very well. I tried setting an eyeshadow base with it, or a concealer base with it one day. It didn't work for me very well. So those kinds of shades are not for my kind of chocolate friendly. Then as far as perfumes go, I have been pulling down my perfumes and using them for a month just to see which ones I really love. This is Juicy Couture. And this is the Viva La Juicy, right, babe? Yeah. So this one, Ricky's favorite fragrance on me. So this is the one I've been wearing for the whole holiday season. It was new when I took it out. Had never used it, maybe 2 sprays. And this is how much I've used in a month. So what I'm realizing is that I am, I do like fragrances. I do prefer, perfume over body sprays. So that's one thing. Then the other thing is that I don't really use a whole lot because I have allergies. So I usually spray it on my clothes before I put my clothes on, and that way it doesn't, the smell doesn't bother my eyes or cause my eyes to water. Now, highlight and blush. I am a lover of blush and highlight, but I like it to be very sheer. I don't like it to be overly opaque on my skin. So like the highlight I have on today, you can just barely see it when I turn my face, and the blush. So I don't feel like I could, now that I've have such a nice makeup collection I really appreciate my family for, I don't feel like I would be able to go through a whole face palette of blushes or highlighters like the one by Coastal Scents. And this one here is the blush and bronze palette. None of these colors could I use as a bronzer on my skin tone, but I can use them as highlights. These 2 blushes down here I can't wear at all, and I guess this would be a contour shade on someone else. I could use that as a face powder, but I could not use it as a bronzing powder. So that's that. As far as my makeup collection, it is helping me to realize what I like, whose formulas I like or don't like with this panning. So I'm grateful for that part. Lipsticks. Okay, so this is just me being honest, and then this will be the end of this video. I like liquid lipstick. I really like liquid lipstick. I never thought I liked liquid lipstick because I thought, oh, it's kind of like not my thing. But I really have fallen in love with liquid lipstick. I was a lipstick wearer from like back in the day when they used to call it lip rouge, because my mom used to have a lip rouge and I used to sneak it. Sorry, Mom. However, like now, I can honestly say liquid lipsticks, they go on either as a, you can build them up and make them very opaque, or you can sheer them out like this one. I like how you can keep the moisture locked into your lips, and I do like matte lipsticks. However, Ricky is a lover of women with shiny lips, and since we're married, I kind of stick to that. So if you have any questions, comments, or things that you would like me to talk about on my next panning realization video, please leave it down in the bar below. I thank you for watching. Have a nice night.